Good morning, everyone. Guys, the UK election results are in and a dawn has broken. Guys, I honestly can't believe what is happening in the United Kingdom. Let's just look quickly. Remember in whenever it was when Biden won the last election and everybody was saying, guys, this is going to be bad. Well, guys, this is going to be bad. Look what Joe Biden had. Look at his senility, and look what's happened in America with electing a weak leader. Now, whether you agree with the US election result or not, I think a lot of those votes were not for Biden, but they were against Trump. Now, if you look what's happened in the UK, I think what we're seeing is exactly the same thing. People have not voted for Keir Starmer. They're voting against Rishi Sunak. So I remember when Tony Blair won the election in, what was it, like 96 or something? Guys, they were like good times for me. I was just leaving school. The music was better. Everything was fun. Everything was good. There was an energy. There was an energy in the country. And Tony Blair had that song, what was it? Things Can Only Get Better, and that was blurting out. And, and again, you can say what you want about Tony Blair. I'm talking about his election win. He had energy and he had something about him. He had charisma and he was making things happen. Keir Starmer, what words do I use, guys? I'm not really scripted for this one. What words do we use to describe Keir Starmer? People describe him as a car salesman, and until now I've not been able to put my finger on why. He changes his opinion whichever way the wind blows. If it's Black Lives Matter, he'll be there taking a knee. If it's when he was in, if he's somewhere else and it's trans rights or gay pride, he'll be all for it. And then if he's talking to another group of people, he'll be all for them. He doesn't seem to have any opinions of himself. And we put that into the context of a used car man. When you go to to a used car man and you look and you say, dude, there's no leather seats. And he says, oh, I don't want leather seats. They get hot, they crack, they nip your skin. You want canvas seats. That's what you want. And then the next guy comes in and he says, dude, I want, and he's looking at a car with leather seats and he says, dude, I want canvas seats. And he says, you don't want canvas seats. I don't like canvas seats. I like leather. It's hard wearing. It smells nice. It's better. It feels more luxurious. And that's kind of what we've got as a Prime Minister now. So guys, I don't feel anything good is coming in the next 4 years. People didn't vote for Keir Starmer. They voted against Rishi Sunak. I think in the United Kingdom, we forget the political system which we've got. We don't vote for a president. We vote for individual representatives in the House of, what's it called? Not the House of what? We vote for individual representatives that then have to come together, find a leader, form a party, and form a governance party and an opposition. So while everybody's been voting against the Conservatives because they, as I understand it, they don't like Rishi Sunak, nobody's been voting for Labour because they like, Keir Starmer. And this goes to everybody I've spoken to, guys, all right? Nobody likes Keir Starmer, but they like Rishi Sunak even less. It's an absolutely wild time, guys. So let me just quickly give you the statistics. So Labour have won 409 seats. That's as I'm reading this now, guys. It may change. There may be disputes or whatever. The Conservatives won 120 seats. I actually think that's better than they thought they were going to do. Liberal Democrats 71. Others, I don't know what that means, 11. SNP, Scottish National Party, 9. Sinn Féin, 7, Green Party 4, Plaid Cymru 4, Reform 4, DUP 4. I think the biggest takeaway here is Nigel Farage has finally been elected after, I think it's his 8th attempt. So, guys, what can we expect in the future? What can we expect as things are moving forward in this absolutely insane world that we're living in at the moment? Guys, I feel like I'm on like a roller coaster that's not very good, and I just want to get off. I just want to like, guys, stop, just let me get off. I want to sit this one out. So, like I said, guys, Keir Starmer changes his opinion like the wind. He doesn't, to me, seem to be a person, who's got, that personality and that charisma, who could, for example, go and impose his will on Vladimir Putin or impose his will on another world leader. He seems like somebody that will just literally go through the motions and say exactly what he's been told to say by the people behind him. Who are the people behind him? Probably his donors. Who are his donors? Go look at his background, guys, and you'll see exactly who his donors are. Because, I think Joe Biden said it best in one of his statements. He said, this is like one of Joe Biden's statements from a long, long time ago when, before he had his mental problems. He said, he was talking about he was actually talking about as a diss to the Republican Party, and he was saying, listen, the Republican Party have got a lot of donors, and once you're elected and you've got those donors, you have to do what the donors say, because they're not donating for nothing, they want something back. So it's going to be interesting, to see what happens there. Like I said, I don't feel he's got any personality. Now, if he did have personality, you would have seen him standing up for something, saying something strong, saying something powerful. If he was this, liberal powerhouse who wanted good for people, who wanted to do the right thing no matter what the cost, you would have seen him. You would have seen him protesting for things, pushing things through, imposing his opinion. For example, look what's been happening to Julian Assange. Keir Starmer was like a legal prosecutor or something, prosecutor general. I don't know what it was exactly, but he had a lot of power in the legal system. Look what's happened to Julian Assange. If Keir Starmer was some sort of liberal human rights, activist who wanted to do better for people, he would be every day going to visit Julian Assange. He'd be putting things out there saying, look what's happened to Julian Assange. This is wrong. He's being held without X, Y, and Z. And he'd be highlighting all these things. But the reality is he's done nothing like that. I've not seen, and maybe I'm wrong, guys, I've not seen him push a liberal agenda of doing the right thing and making things better for people. I've not seen him push that, guys. All I've seen is a career politician doing exactly what he is told. So, will he do what his donors are told? More than likely. We'll have people behind the scenes now controlling this. There's no credible opposition. I mean, Conservatives, it looks like Farage is going to impose his will, because whether you like Farage or not, he imposes his will. He's got a set of opinions and he sticks by them, and that's kind of what we want. We want people who we know what we're getting, not people who get up there and, which way's the wind blowing? Right, I'm going over there. Oh, it's blowing that way. Right, I'm going over there. We want people who we know what they're about. We don't know what Keir Starmer's about because he's never been about anything. Guys, I'm going to give up. I'm going to stop it now with the rant on what's just happened. All I can say is I don't feel we've got a good 4 years coming. I think we're going to look back at this and think, guys, what were we thinking? The problem is the political system in the UK. The problem is how we vote. We can't vote for one person. We can't vote for that one person like in America. I mean, I don't want to get involved in other people's politics and other countries' politics. It's not my place. But, guys, is Joe Biden and Donald Trump the best two people that America have to run that country? Why are governors not stepping up to run the country? Look at the governor of Texas. He looks like he's a strong leader. He looks like he's doing things. He looks like he can make things happen. And what we're having this situation where we're getting people with no experience in running anything, and they're being elected to the positions of power. So, if you're a governor, for example, in America, one of the governors of the state governor, you've got experience in making sure the bins are collected, making sure the trains run on time, making sure everybody pays their taxes, making sure the legal system's working correct, making sure people get what they need when they need it. So, you know, they've got that experience. They're the people in America who should be running the country. And in the UK, we shouldn't, and I've said this time and time again, guys, all right? We shouldn't have establishment figures winning as much as they do. What experience has Keir Starmer got to know the cost of living crisis in Doncaster? You know, how can he relate to those people in Doncaster? He can't. But the problem is, we voted against Rishi Sunak rather than for the Labour Party. And that's the problem, guys, okay? Whereas in America, you can vote for a president, he can come up, he can make some things move, he can, you know, he can rattle some feathers. You know, in the UK, we really can't do that. We have a situation where, guys, it's not all doom and gloom. Guys, I think I'm going to do a video about aliens later to cheer me up. But that's it, guys, okay? Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I'm going to do another video later. I'll probably try and get 2 out today. Like I said, I'm going to probably try and do one on aliens just to cheer everyone up. And that's it. And I'll see you guys later. I'm going to mag to grid.